Hey everybody, it's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and it's the weekend, and when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for what? That's right, it's the freaking weekend. Welcome everybody to the freaking weekend. This is when we get the vibe for the weekend. This is for November 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we are going to pull everybody's sign out of the singing bowl. You can see everybody's sign in there. We'll mix them up really good. Okay. And we do a tarot reading for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, for this freaking weekend, we're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to get the vibe for the weekend. We're going to lay that out. But what I'm going to do is layer it with love messages. And I'll tell you why. If you didn't see the midweek reset that was posted on Wednesday, we talk more extensively about why this full moon is the way it is. We had that on Wednesday. We're still under the effects of it. And we have had almost every day a new shift in energy for us. But this has a very passionate, loving, nuzzling kind of, I don't know, cut and loose kind of energy for this weekend. So I thought, what better way to do it but to see kind of like what the love messages are for the weekend. So this is going to be like a love bomb reading. Whether you're single or a couple, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're going to get the vibe for you for that. All right. So really excited about it. I'm going to throw a bunch of different oracles at it. Like I said, we're not going to do it the normal way that we do the freaking weekend, but still, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's, Raise Your Vibration TV style. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the tarot table and pick our first person. Ooh. Okay. Who is going to be first on this freaking weekend? And it is Gemini. Welcome, Gemini, to the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful ass on the board. Boom, there it is. All right, let's move you over here. Let's move it right here. There we go. Ugh, it's off center. What do I do? Do I take that candle out of the middle? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't do it. Not another freaking weekend with the singing bowl out of the center. I just can't do it. Right? It just feels better that way, right? Right? We'll put this candle over here. Perfect. Okay. Symmetry. Gemini, just like the way we like it. All right, so we are going to get the vibe for you. However, we're going to start off the reading with a love message. Ooh, all right, Gemini. Singles, coupled, like I said, it doesn't matter. Let's get the vibe for this weekend. We've got plenty of passionate energy. We just had Venus, the planet of love, move into Scorpio. We are having Uranus move into Taurus. Mercury's going retrograde on Sunday. So get your digs in. This full moon is going to be happening in your 12th house. And this is your artwork, your message. Looks very serene. And it's surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Damn. There it is. So let's get the vibe for the weekend. Because we'll do that. We'll do it with the main deck. And then we're just going to start looking at the relationships. I'm going to do the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle. I'm not going to do the love deck like I normally do. We're just going to hit the love oracles, the love messages, what's the vibe, and close it off with the rebel deck. All right? Because we still got to be smart-assy about it, All right. So Gemini, let's get the vibe. Ooh, okay, there it is. Very good. And just like this said, it's surrender. Look at these. This is great energy here, guys. Look at that. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Walking away from what no longer serves us. and walking away from our negative mindset. It's going to take a message or a new mindset coming in for you, especially when it comes to love. And this could be a friendship becoming more for you. A big focus on family, maybe releasing some family issues that you've brought with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're definitely moving forward here, Gemini. I love that. Okay, so let's get Psychic Tarot for the heart and see what we have here. But this is definite. The tens say it all. It's payoffs, man. It's payoffs. So what do we have for Gemini? What do we have? All right, darkest fears. Observe. Are we going towards that? Are we releasing those? You know, you may be stuck in your darkest fears. The best thing to do is to make some decisions with the Seven of Cups here. So make that decision. You're not confused. Move forward. Manifest. It's a great time to manifest. And temperance, balance. Yes. Balance in relationships. Again, this energy can be chaotic, you know, with this on the heels of a full moon. Even though it's a few days older, you know what I mean? It's still in effect. It just doesn't happen that one instant that it's exact. You know what I mean? The influence lasts. And this is about getting things back into harmony, releasing. Okay, that's the big thing. All right, let's get the love oracle. Let's see what we have. Not use this deck too often, but it just seemed right to do a love reading this weekend. Oh my God, look at that. Ex-lover. Ex-lover. So, Gemini. Memories, the past, old flame, nostalgic. Okay. It looks like you're moving forward from this old ex stuff. Letting go of this ex energy allows new energy to come into your life. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, let's get, these are angel messages, love messages. What are they called? I used to use these all the time when I first started the channel, if you remember going back that far. Romance angels, that's what it is. The romance angels. All right, romance angels, what kind of love stuff do we got for Gemini for the freaking weekend? Just one? Oh, you just got two. Okay. All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. We're keeping an open mind. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, this a lot of you Geminis already know each other. So this could be a friendship turning into a situationship or full-blown romance, you know, but you either work with this person, you know this person, you know what I'm saying? Now let's go the coupled route for this. Letting go of the past, you know, maybe being nostalgic about that and just finally letting it go and not letting your darkest fears creep into the present relationship that you're in. All right. So let's get what's the vibe. So this looks like with a little time and patience, things will work out. You're deciding to move forward regardless. Okay. And we've got distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. Yeah. So again, a lot of you Geminis are getting rid of the old ex energy this weekend. Fantastic. Perfect time to do it. And longing, missing you, let's talk and reunion. Now, some of you, there could be an ex coming back in. We got that Mercury retrograde shit going on, so be careful of that. As soon as Mercury goes retrograde, the exes come out of the woodwork. But again, if it was a missed opportunity that worked out for both of you, go for it, okay? So let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. I kind of like that. I like that. I really like that. All right, Gemini. They broke your heart. Fuck them. And that's what this is all about. Letting go of that old ex energy this weekend. Hallelujah. Gemini, you got this shit. All right? That is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you, Gemini. God damn. That's pretty cool. Fuck them. Please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini. Don't forget, your weeklies are posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That's the midweek reset. That's when we get the vibe for the weekend. Don't miss anything of what we're talking about there. I'm telling you, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Let's see who's next. And it's Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Wonderful. And let's get a love message for you. What's the love oracle for Sag? Ooh, okay. Ooh, I love that. That artwork is stunning. Love that. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Aww. Aww, Sag. All right. That's for you. So someone's thinking about you, Sag. Yes, yes. Someone's been thinking about you. They're really loving you and your light. Shine bright. Sagittarius, shine bright. All right. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Sag. Wow, there's a lot of shit going on here. We got a lot of shit going on. All right. This looks like this has been a fuck of a week already for you. So let's, we need to get some rest this weekend. We need to put our fears to rest, our worry. Man, we are not stuck. You're holding back your own prosperity this week, and I would not worry about the details and just open up to it, Sag. Really, this is what the fuck is going on here. All right? It's time to put the rest of the week. We've had a lot of things to be freaking out about, but this is the general mentality that we don't want to hold on to. Let's let go of this, okay? The full moon is a time to release. I think it's time to release fear, doubt, and worry. You're holding it back for some reason, but the Nine of Cups shows, wishes coming true for you. So let's go ahead and get the oracles and see what they have to say pertaining to love this weekend. So, this week could have maybe been stuck in a funk, I think, for a lot of you, and it's time to open up. It's not to hold back, okay? Yeah, refusing to see. And Sag, you got a problem about that. You refuse to see. So seek the truth, you're ripping that veil apart. I love that. Instead of being confused. And the Six of Cups is simply love. It's about childhood stuff, maybe putting that stuff to rest. But it also could be issues with past loves or anything. Maybe that fear is creeping back into this new relationship or whatnot. No, we don't need that. So, but the Six of Cups shows that love is all around you. So children may be an influence into this. So let's get the love oracle. And let's see what else they add to this. So, it looks like stuck energy for some reason, Sag, and I don't understand why. Okay, maybe this will shed some light on it. Heartbreak. Yeah. Hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. What's going on here? Seek the truth. Okay? And reconciliation. All right, so reunion, second chance, back together, I miss you. So there's a big message here for some of you Sages that maybe we've had some disagreements. This happens in relationships, but don't let that freeze you or trigger you. It's time to grow from this. Seek the truth. You're refusing to see that maybe it takes two to tango. You got to remember that, all right? So let's get messages from the romance angels. Romance angels, tell us what Sag needs to know for the weekend. What's the weekend? Yeah, separation. What's going on here? Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? But also reconciliation. Again, this may already be going on. Maybe you just need some space this weekend. It's okay. You know what I mean? But you're kind of holding back this smoothing things over, and I think you need to realize that, Sag, okay? So let's get what's the vibe. I just got a scent of something. What was that? Almost like cotton candy, maybe? Interesting. All right, so today, that's all that matters. Good vibes, how you feel now and in this moment. All right, so Sag, again, maybe we need to take a break from everything that's going on. I mean, there's a lot of things that are kind of shaking up our safety and security. You've got this, okay? Open up to some solutions here. Being hopeful, absolutely, inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. That's key for this weekend, because I hate to break it to you, but you are holding yourself back. You're holding back the solution to this situation, whatever it is. I got the hiccups. Ooh. Let's have a sip on some tea. All right, so we've got the what's the vibe? So now we're going to get the closing message for you. So, Sag, this weekend, you may need to just cut loose because it's been a fuck of a week, and I don't blame you. I mean, this energy is crazy. It can be volatile, but we need to navigate it with ease and grace. So closing message is stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. All right, so again, a lot of you are reconciling, and a lot of you are not wasting your time on that just doesn't pay off. So you're not stuck in the situation. You have a choice, and that needs to be made this weekend for you. Okay, Sag, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments how that hit for you. And don't forget that we've got the midweek reset posted on Wednesdays to give you the vibe for the week. That's when we talk about everything for the week. We're just getting a fun, light message for you this weekend, to navigate this crazy love energy, All right, Sag, we're going to take you off the board. Let's go ahead and find out who is next. Ooh, and it's Taurus. Yeah, Taurus, how are you managing this full moon? I mean, there's so much energy shifting in your signs. Let's put you on the board, Taurus. I mean, how is this full moon working for you? I want all Tauruses to put a comment in the comments to let me know exactly how this full moon is helping you, affecting you, anything like that. Share, even if you just you sum it all up with an emoji. That'll be funny to see how you can sum it up with one emoji. But the algorithm loves comments. Loves it. All right, look at that. We're going to cover her titty. But this is the artwork. Maybe grounding, getting in touch with yourself. All right, Taurus, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. All right, again, be joyful. This full moon is putting light onto you to allow more joy into your life. So let's not look at our circumstances as burdensome, Let's look at them as opportunities here. What's the opportunity? the opportunity to feel joyful about your relationships, to be thankful, you know. In the throes of adversity, your most deepest and loving relationships stand true, you know. Oh, wow. All right, yeah. We're getting out of stuck mentality. Make plans. Make plans. Something, again, that do you this weekend. You may have some travel plans going on, make you feel really good. You may be traveling to go to a salt cave or something like that. There's an opportunity here. I would take it, especially when it comes to love. You're not stuck, you know. Let's get the Psychic Tarot for the heart, because we're putting a focus on love here. So love of yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself is big. You know what I mean? But opening up to some opportunities this weekend. Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at this. Yeah. Trust where you're going this weekend. Just go with the flow. Don't be stuck. Find balance and things coming together. Twos. Pay attention to the twos. We got 3 of them. 2, 2, 2. And look it's right here on the top of the deck. I didn't have to do anything. There it is. Taurus. Things coming into harmony and balance. Perfect. Perfect, especially when it comes to relationships. An opportunity is here because you're taking care of yourself first, and that's important, okay? So let's get the Love Oracle and see what we have for you, and it's friends. Friends. Acquaintance, trust, support, loyalty. Wow, look at that. It looks like wine and pizza this weekend, having some fun. Hey, girl, you know, hanging out with some friends. You're finding opportunities for both relationships and friendships of all kinds, okay? So let's get what's the vibe. Hanging out with friends this weekend will do you some good. Maybe you're taking a road trip with some friends. Damn, that pizza looks good. I'm starving. All right. Yeah, this weekend, Taurus, it's time to get out of this stuck, stagnant energy. You know what I mean? And you're only frozen in your thoughts, okay? And two-faced. All right, so don't have pizza with cheaters, backstabbers, or people that live a double life. You know what I mean? And the double life, the twos, you see that? So some of you, what you doing? I'm not judging, okay? You do what you got to do. All right, let's get, I forgot, the romance angels. Oh, they just want one. What's this? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That marriage is a sacred vow. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're renewing your vows this weekend. Could be, you know. But so much energy is happening in your sign this week. And it's an advantageous opportunity for you to have things come together. Again, the opportunity is available for you this weekend. Now, let's get a closing message for you, Taurus. Wow. For a lot of you Tauruses, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. All right, maybe you've had to deal with that backstabbing fuckery that goes on with people sometimes, you know what I mean? And you just need, maybe it's just you and your lovey at home, making something in the crock pot, watching the game, something like that, where you just leave the outside world out. You know what I mean? Or maybe you need to get out. Either way, we're not idle. We're moving towards something here for you, Taurus, okay? All right, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you, Taurus. Let me know how that energy is working out for you. All this Taurus influence is just incredible. And pay attention to the twos. Balance and harmony, of course. All right, let's clear the board. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. And let's see who is next. We're just rolling along, and it's Libra. Welcome, Libra. Tuesday freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board and get your love oracle. There it is. Ooh, I love that. Love that. Wow. Look at how soft and beautiful that blue is. It's just so warm and inviting. Wouldn't you agree, Libra? Okay. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now it is time to give to yourself. All right. And that is a very important message for a lot of you Libras. You're no good to anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself. And you may be neglecting that. And this weekend is a time for you to do that. Make some time for that, will you? Kind of clear your head. Your ruler just moved into Scorpio, so things could be very intense, you know. Could be almost borderline obsessive. So be aware of that energy. All right. Let's get the vibe for you. Beautiful Libras. Ooh. Is that it? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Look at that, the Hermit. Spending some time alone. There it is. Yeah, you need some alone time. Look at all the nines. Look at that. Let down your walls. You're resilient, but you're being defensive. Nine of Cups opening up to opportunities, and Page of Cups. An opportunity comes out of the blue. Look at the nines, though. 9, 9, 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. Let's put it on the board. Yeah, don't give up. Release and let go what no longer serves you. Wow. There it is, Libra. Whew. The nines are speaking right there. Some alone time and lowering your defensive and just putting up boundaries opens up an opportunity for you this weekend, okay? Maybe an opportunity to really set the record straight, get things back to true north, you know? But don't give up. Release your defensiveness. Let go of the need to control. You know? All right. Let's get... Wow, another 9. Look at that. The Hermit again. Yeah, alone time. You need that grounding energy. Dedicated effort. Put in the effort. You need to take care of yourself also. And open up. Again, open up. Speak. Talk. You need to. You need to open up. You need to be honest. You need to be releasing, you know? All right. Let's get the love oracle and see what we have for you, Libra. Interesting reading. Oh boy. Interesting. And we've got heartbreak here. Hurt, betrayal, grief, and disappointment. It's time to release and let that go. Pay attention. Okay? Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. So there's some divine intervention going on here. Pay attention to the messages and reconciliation. Reunion, second chance, back together, I miss you. So you may be feeling that already. If you need to open up and speak, that's a big thing for you. Now, let's go ahead and get some romance angels. That's too many folks. Wow, so healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so we may say have some children issues, that kind of thing. And flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, especially after you've gotten some alone time, because again, I think you need to recalibrate, and that's really crucial for you this weekend, you know, and your love will benefit from it so much, you know. Okay, let's get a closing message. It's a pretty intense reading, man. It's pretty intense. The Nines, you're almost there. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Pay attention to that. Now is not the fucking time. So release anything that no longer serves you and don't give up. You still can ride this out. All right, Libra? Wow, that's incredible. So some alone time will do you some good. Reconciliation, opening up. You know, the universe is kind of helping you mend this situation, but you have to be open to it. You need to open up. But taking care of yourself is paramount first. All right, Libra? Wow. Don't forget, watch your full midweek reset tarot reading, posted at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Let's take you off the board, Libra. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see who is next, and it's Aries. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Yes. And we're going to focus on love and relationships, singles and coupled, Aries. We're just going to get the love vibes because this full moon is very intense with emotion and passion and all of that. And I thought, let's take a focus on love and relationships. So let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Look at that. Aries. That's Aries energy if I've ever seen it right there. I'm sure you would agree. And it's transformation. Your relationship with another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Wow, that's a great message, Aries. That's great. Wow. All right, very good. So your relationships may be going through a transformation right now. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So let's get the vibe for this weekend. With transformation happening, love conquers and transforms all things. Of course, love is the healer. Love is all things. All right, there we go. Weird shuffle there, but all right. So let's see. Some time alone will help you feel stable. You really need to nurture yourself and get back your strength. You know, we got two kings here, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Really looking at things in the long view here this weekend. Again, Aries, transforming and going within and finding that inner strength for you this weekend will really transform your relationships, of course. Beautiful energy here. All right. So let's get... Yeah, the Kings also reinforce the Strength card here. I mean, this is mature, tried and true energy here. It's good. You know, we've had some challenging times. This week probably has been challenging. Going within helps. And manifesting, I think that's what the Kings are showing, is that we're pulling our resources together to manifest. And Three of Cups is celebrating. So definitely some good times had by all here once we kind of reassess our situation, But boy, does it pay off. So really nurturing yourself this weekend would be great. All right, let's get the love oracle. Like I said, we're putting a love slant on this weekend's readings just because this full moon just seemed very lovey. And this is all about truth. So there's a confession, clarity, revealing secrets. Okay. Maybe that's what we find out. And that gives us the strength to carry on. Maybe that's what we maybe somebody confesses their love for you if you're single. I can't believe I have these hiccups. It's really fucking with my messages. All right, I'm gonna scare myself. Boo! No, that didn't work. All right, so let's get, what a dork. Let's get romance angels messages. Oh, there we go. Okay, look, see, separation. time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe you're already going through a separation. Maybe some clarity comes from, again, going within, really assessing the situation here. But Aries, this really makes you shine some light on what your values are, what you value as far as relationships and all of that mess. So let's get what's the vibe. So maybe that's the thing. You've had some separation. You could be in no contact right now with your loved one. But however, just like I predicted for everybody, this is all about intimacy this weekend. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. And I think from much separation comes like this togetherness that you may haven't experienced in a while, and it feels good, and you deserve it. You know what I mean? So let's get a closing message for you, Aries. Let's see what else we have for you. What is the closing message for, again, so this relationship or whatever it is transforming. Just when you thought you've seen it all, Aries, you know? All right, so closing message is this. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Yes, they do. You shouldn't eat kale, okay? Kale's not good for you. Eat some yummy shit, bacon, chocolate, beer, and get some. Again, Aries, indulge a little bit this weekend. Why not? You're worth it. You know? And be truthful with yourself. Maybe that's what you and your loved one is going to do, is kind of do the whole, what was that movie called? That they were in the kitchen, you know, with the strawberries, and it was an 80s movie. Forgot who was in it. Kim Basinger maybe, or something? I don't know. I never watched those romance movies, you know what I mean? But Aries, I mean, truth's coming. Someone's confessing some love for you, or a transformation in a relationship just woo. And this full moon lights it up. All right, Aries, that is going to do it for this freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to watch your full tarot reading posted Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Love that for you. Hope you get to see the replay. That's always Thursdays at 7 p.m. And yeah. So, transformation, Aries. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Let's take you off the board. All right. And yeah. Let's get these cards ready and see who's next. Who's it going to be? Oh, and it's Capricorn. Let's put you on the board. Capricorn, welcome. Let's get your love message for this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I love this. The artwork on these cards is just stunning. All right, Capricorn, what's your love message? Only time will tell. All right, only time will tell. I guess that's all we can do. Let's see how this is going to work out, you know? And this full moon is taking place in your 5th house. So what's going on? Giving and receiving love, joy. Are you experiencing that? Are you not? If not, why? Only time will tell makes me feel like there's some uncertainty involved here, So, whoa. Wow. All right. So, let's stay out of the drama. This full moon can be a little extra. There's no doubt about that. But again, it's nurturing your strength, nurturing yourself, standing in the face of adversity, speaking your truth, really seeking out the plan here. And victory and success, 3 of Cups, celebrating, 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is good energy. This is hanging with family, friends, that kind of thing. But very good energy when you are strong enough and you're not engaging in the drama, whatever drama that is. So let's get some Psychic Tarot, but you're strong enough for this. King of Swords, you're looking at the long game. Again, that's only time will tell, that energy also. But when you focus on success, you're stepping closer to that, all right? So, yeah, that wants to come out. Anything else for Capricorn for this weekend? Yeah, look at that. Like, trust. With the Fool card, don't be foolish. Trust this energy, Success and growth. This is things moving towards that. You putting in that mindset and things coming together. So again, that's what it's all about, is coming together. So this weekend, there's a lot of coming together energy for you, all right? Let's get the Love Oracle. So this is good. 2 of Cups energy, 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands. This is fucking great energy. Don't be foolish, All right, breakup. Walking away, ending, separation, it's over. Damn. Maybe that's what you're realizing. Divine timing. Look at that. Wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, waiting. So, what are we supposed to fucking... I guess this is why we have only time will tell. You know what I mean? Maybe it's all in divine timing. Maybe we're leaving it up to the universe. Wow, this is a very specific message. That's crazy. All right, let's get Romance Angels. I hate this card. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, okay? Again, only time will tell. This is a very specific reading, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. But this is the whole thing. You focus on success. If the other person doesn't align to that, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get, what's the vibe? Maybe some of you are breaking up and it's for the best. You know what I mean? Sure, it causes some drama, but we got this. Envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. What's the use of holding on to a relationship if it holds those qualities? We don't need that. You deserve better. So let's look at our closing message. So now I understand only time will tell, because when that first came out, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And now I understand it, Only time will tell. Okay. Wow. Closing message. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. Got some choices to make, Capricorn, but you'll make them because you're putting yourself first. Your needs and your priorities and your safety and your concerns. Yes, absolutely. Because they're fucking valid. And you deserve that. You don't deserve this shitty energy. Not at all. And a lot of you Capricorns are out skis. And then all of a sudden things come together for you. You heard it here first. All right. Wow. Capricorn. That is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oof. Wow. That reading, that reading made me very uncomfortable. But you know what? You're strong enough. Again, only time will tell. So make sure you're aware of that. All right, Capricorn, have a great weekend. All right, let's see who is next. And it's Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. It is your weekend. Scorpio, let's put you on the board. Let's put you on the board. There you are, Scorpio. Scorpio, Happy birthday if it's your birthday weekend. What a time, huh? What a time. But that's all right. I mean, this full moon is happening in your 7th house. This is all about relationships for you. You know, if there has been a lack of relationships, you've got an opportunity to go ahead and release some shit about an old relationship. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get a love message for you. So that's why, you know, another reason why I wanted to do like a love-themed freaking weekend is because this intense energy with Venus moving in, and Venus moves in to Scorpio at this time of year all the time. But the thing is it's lined up with the full moon. Uranus is moving into Taurus. It's like, you know, Mercury's going retrograde. There's a lot to assimilate here. And which one? The one on the bottom. And wow. So a lot of intense energy. You can see that fire. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Yeah. And this is in your 7th house of relationships. So romance is definitely in the air. And that's why I was drawn to do these for this freaking weekend. You know, we're still getting the vibe for the weekend, but we're putting more of a love slant on it. Because, you know, want some, get some. I always say that. But lordy, lordy, lordy. There is some sparks in the air. So take advantage of that. Even if it's just treating yourself. You know, having a healthy relationship with yourself is just as important, if not more important, than with another. You know what I'm saying? Because you're no good to that other person if you're not giving yourself the love that you deserve. You know? All right. All these cards are face down except for this one, which is have faith this weekend. Because I'm telling you, this, oh wow, look at that. I mean, this energy is crazy. So, you know, right now this energy has got you all bent out of shape. And I don't want you to get sour grapes. Not yet. You know, I'll tell you why. Because you have to have faith. You have to put up boundaries this weekend. You know, protect your energy. You're taking things way too serious, and this is a call to really enjoy yourself this weekend, especially opening up to a relationship. Again, we have the lovers here for you, Scorpio. 7th house, full moon, Madonna, Frig mia. Maybe you're a Scorpio that's not experiencing any of this. It's because of past relationships that have kind of left you feeling like, well, you know, I've missed my opportunities to be in a relationship, or, you know, I'm very guarded. I don't want to be in a relationship. That's fine. Protect your energy. You don't have to settle. No one's asking you to settle. But don't cut yourself off from the possibility of someday maybe. You know what I mean? And you don't sit there and wait for things. You get into the vibe of what you desire. And it appears. And this also shows that with a little faith after a shitty week, you're going to have a great weekend. Okay? So let's get the Psychic Tarot for the heart and see what they have to add to this. So have faith in your fellow human being and relationships also. And have faith in yourself. Is that it? Just that? Okay. Yeah. Allow the universe to guide you this weekend. Absolutely. And shine as brightly as the sun. That's right, Scorpio. It's your season. This is the time for you to shine. The sun is a very positive aspect. Again, we're moving out of chaos into romance, into what we desire. You deserve it. It's time. Now, let's get the love oracle. So yeah, I mean, shit, man. I mean, that's beautiful energy. The lovers, the Page of Wands. So we're getting an opportunity. And roll the dice. Roll the dice. Take a chance. Take a risk. Leap of faith. Strategy. Wow. The universe is saying, hey, you know what? Roll the die, kid. Roll the die. Ain't gonna be snake eyes. Interesting. Ziploc pickings. Let's get the romance angels. Romance angels, give us a message. And it's all about getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That also is a possibility with this. This relationship, if you are in a relationship, is moving fast. If you are in the incubation stage of allowing a relationship to come to you, this is going to move fast once it does, okay? So let's get what's the vibe. Roll the dice. Tumbling dice. All right, baby. All right, masked, hiding, concealing, deception. Is that what we're trying to do? Are we trying to sort through things? Are we looking for trouble? Because usually when we look for trouble, we find it, Scorpio. So again, this is when you're obsessing and all of that doesn't pay off. Open up to it. Put up boundaries. Protect your energy. All right? Epiphanies could be happening, especially with this full moon. It's all about that. So take some time for some self-reflection, getting the questions answered, and untapping some talents that you haven't revealed yet, which will pay off big time. Now, let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. Ooh, I smell my dinner cooking. It smells so goddamn good. Oh my God, Lord. Yeah, talk about the obsessing energy. Stop texting. Stop stalking. Stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Absolutely. Maybe you're rolling dice at that. You know what? Nope. And then there's some of you that are just like, you know what? I'm going for it. Either way, this energy pays off for you. Yes, it's intense. Yes, it can cause some anxiety. It's having you look at some stuff. That full moon, again, is an opportunity to go ahead and release what no longer serves you. But this weekend looks really good with that Lovers card there. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Damn, Scorpio, happy birthday. All right, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that you got to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's where we get down with all the astrology and more tarot and all of that, guys, because we love to do that for you. All right, Scorpio, you have a great weekend. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday. Open up to some relationships and get rid of the bullshit. All right, Scorpio, let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Cancer. Cancer, how's this full moon doing for you? Let's put you on the board. That moon already affects you. So right away, we got that. You got that. You're feeling that. You got that vibe. You're feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Which one? This one. All right. So let's put that there. And we've got this. Some healing. Oh, cover the titties. Jesus. Love that blue, though. Love that blue. Oh, yeah, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So, a lot of you Cancers may be in need of some healing. Go ahead and visualize that healing for the both of you. This full moon is happening in your 11th house of giving and receiving love. Okay? Maybe you could stand for some healing yourself, So the focus this weekend, especially in relationships, is healing. Good. We feel so much better. Life is too short to be bitter, to feel sad. You know what I mean? We're to experience joy. And we cannot allow people, places, or things, or ourselves to rob us of that. And we have to be aware of it when it happens, But Healing, forgiveness is the ultimate form of healing. And maybe that's what some of you need to understand and to become aware of. That's what the full moon does, kids. It brings things to light. So, let's get started for you, Cancer. Yeah. It's all about change. It's all about embracing change. It's all right. You got this. We really need to welcome and embrace change. It will bring balance for us. But right now, you are stuck in this attitude. You're defensive. I see why the healing isn't coming forward for you. It's time to change that. So this weekend, it's time to change the way that we're looking at things. You know what I mean? You're getting an opportunity for some change, and it will all balance out, especially after a very confusing, indecisive week, okay? Because you might be dealing with other people's bullshit. You know what I mean? And you got to put that wall up in this instant. Usually, I say boundaries, but, you got to defend yourself from an indecisive mind based on your thoughts, which basically is coming from fear. I'm getting the message that it's fear. Fear of change. Fear of not allowing what you desire. Okay. Hope you follow me on that. Let those drop. What are you doing? Yeah. Moving on. Moving on from this stuck energy, healing yourself, keeping the vision alive with your third eye chakra. Trust your intuition, joy and stability. That's what we should be focused on this weekend. And success and growth when we embrace change. I'm telling you. Everything you want's on the other side of fear. That's the way I'm looking at it. And fear has got you stuck, indecisive, very defensive, and unpleasant. I mean, it's you're just fucking unpleasant. I mean, why? Let's move on from that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's look at the love oracle. I don't really have anything as far as love so far in the reading, but, it's a time for healing in your relationships. And it's kind of showing you exactly what we need to do. Yeah. Wow. Anything else? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this could be shedding some light onto things. Regret. What was that, Kurt Cobain? Mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. Okay. Now we're seeing this. Maybe moving on. Again, forgiveness is the ultimate form of healing. And change. This is the problem. Regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycles. So again, change is upon you, Cancer. Embrace it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. It's time to move on. Let's get some romance angels. Let's see what they got to add to this. Little tiny cards. The tiny cards. Little tiny cards. With big impactful messages. All right, we got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so maybe that needs to change. Maybe you find out about a new job opportunity. That's also a possibility, but it's you focusing on embracing change and success, especially when it comes to your relationships, especially when it comes to like friendships and things like that. Let's get what's the vibe. So you got some guilt, you gotta heal that. This full moon is telling you exactly what to heal. I think that's very helpful. All right, end time. With delay, procrastination, and too busy. So you could be too busy. You've been maybe too busy to deal with these things. This weekend gives you the opportunity to do it and shows you the importance of it, okay? And the result, which is excellent. It's things coming back into balance for you. Good. All right, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. Which one? The one on the bottom. Put the fucking phone down. Yes. Screen time. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Absolutely. Absolutely. That will put things back into balance, you know? And you can probably heal a lot of relationships along the way. So this weekend can be very impactful for you. When you put the phone down, stop procrastinating and do what you have to do to move on. All right, Taurus. A lot of Taurus energy, full moon Taurus. But Cancer, my loves, this is going to be it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh my God. You know why? Because I'm distracted by the smell of my dinner. It smells so good. Cancer, listen, you know what? It seems like you're making an awful time for things, and it's just, you know what? Just let things go. Heal. Put those claws away. You know what I mean? And just feel. All right, I feel like I had to say that. All right, so I'm going to take you off the board, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who's next, and it's Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius. To the freaking weekend, we're going to focus on love. Let's put your beautiful asses on the board. There you are. First, we're going to get a message from your guides that has to do with relationships and love and self-love and all of that, you know. All things love. Which one? This beautiful one right there. Just look at that. Love the artwork on these. Was there a fucking clown out there? Is there a clown car out there? How many times are you going to hit the lock on your car? You know? Jesus. Criticizing one another. That's funny. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Yeah, that's important. You know? And I'm going to tell you a little story. Is my ex-wife and I used to do that. We used to like pick on each other because we really had nothing to fight about. So we just like took digs at each other, which made us really resentful and unhappy. And we thought it was funny and cute, and we used to make ourselves laugh till we cried, but you know, it wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy. So that's like a weird relationship thing. I mean, so many things were wrong with that, but you know. All right. Ooh, Aquarius, there is your vibe for the week and the week and the week. And yeah, look, the full moon. Full moon gotcha. Uncertain. Especially with things about the past. This is a call to let things go, okay? Especially from the past. Only put your time and energy into things that pay off this weekend. Really put in the effort to release this uncertainty by really thinking things through, maybe speaking your truth. You know, Mercury's going to be going retrograde on Sunday, so be aware of that. But I'm going to tell you something. I think this weekend you've been anticipating it. It's something you've been looking forward to, and you should open up to it. Have fun. This looks like fun. When we change the way that we're looking at things, I think a lot of you are kind of reminiscing about the past, and it's time to let that go. All right. Let's get some Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracles. I switched between these and these are green. The other ones are blue. That's the Psychic Tarot. That's the first deck. And then this one is about relationships. And I didn't really like this. Put that back. I really didn't like this deck at first, and then it just grew on me. All right, yeah, Darkest Fears. That's the uncertainty here. So this is what we need to release. You know, you see the moon phases here. Perfect time to do it, guys. Pay attention. Yeah, healing begins. When you observe, are we criticizing? Are we stuck in that pattern? And balance with the relationships. All right, good. So it's successful. You know, we changed the way that we're reacting and looking at this. Good. Healthy growth in relationships, Aquarius. You deserve it. All right. Let's get the Love Oracle. Boom, there it is. Okay. So could be a focus on family. Generations, children, ancestors, origins, that kind of thing. You know, so success in family matters, and mystery. What happened around Halloween? Unknown, enigma, illusion, and confusing. Yeah, there is definitely some confusing stuff going on here. So maybe did you ever notice how, like, as parents get older, they get selective amnesia about what used to happen? I think maybe you could be experiencing some of that. You know what I mean? Like, my mom all of a sudden just, I don't remember that. I never said that. It's like, you did. Maybe you're dealing with something like that. So it's kind of got you like, well, who do I believe? That's a specific message for some of you Aquarius. This is, all right, let's get some romance angels. There we go. Boom. Oh my God, Lord, what do I take? These two right here. Okay. All right, so we got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah. That may be some of the mystery that you have to solve here with your relationships, maybe in your family. Yeah, look at that deception. Oh, shit. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. All right, Aquarius, you should probably really look into a personal reading with me if some of you are going through some of this stuff, so it can be a personal reading, because this is a general reading, but I feel like for some of you, I'm really, hitting. So let me know, reach out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sending you healing and love and all of that, because there is some stuff here. But I'm going to tell you what, if you do find out anything about this, it's going to work out in your favor. Or, let's let go of our darkest fears and open up to the mystery. Either way, it works out here. I want you to be totally cool on that. But, wow, that kind of felt like it hit home for some of you out there, and I felt that, you know what I mean? So maybe you're just exhausted this weekend. Get some rest. Burned out, burdened, and empty. And laughter. This will save the day. Happiness, joy, and healing. Again, healing, healing, healing. Lots of healing going on here. I'm telling you, it'll be successful for you. All right? But your relationships are bonding because of this, All right, let's get a closing message, Aquarius, from the Rebel deck. And your ruler is moving into Taurus, so it's retrograding back into Taurus. So, again, we're getting a second chance at maybe getting this right, whatever this could be. So let's get, And it's take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2, and then move on. Yeah, there's a lot of message about moving on this weekend, Aquarius. You're going to feel great because of it. It's like liberating. You're really going to feel good. Trust me. And all of that uncertainty, finally, the veil lifts. You know what I'm saying? So good. But put your time and focus into things that are going to pay off. Again, healing this weekend for you and your relationships. All right. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset to get more insight. That gets the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday, of course. And yeah, hope everything goes well for you this weekend, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Leo. I was wondering where Leo was. Leo, let's put you on the board, fellow kings and queens. Let's get a message. This is from the Love Oracle. Which one? The one on the bottom. I'm very specific about the one on the bottom. And we're going to focus on romance because this full moon was very romantic. Should open up to it. You know what I mean? And we've got this. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay. So for a lot of Leos, it's time to kind of take a step back. Interesting. This could also very well be you, Leo, to the message this weekend for you is don't rush. Take things in, go along with it. Go with the flow this weekend when it comes to every area of your life. This full moon is happening in the 10th house. So that's, are you gonna, this is like opening up to the things in your reality. You know what I mean? And the big message here for this weekend is don't rush. Maybe there's a fear of missing out, the FOMO theory, but release that. Bottom of the deck, strength, Leo, right there. So you're strong enough. So wait, allow nature to take its course. Of course, we don't want to rush the process. We lose something when we do that. We really do. All right. Yeah, the uncertainty, of course, we got the full moon there. There's the moon. So again, maybe the uncertainty will want us to rush. Again, trust the universe with the star. Healing that part of you. Speaking your truth. Embracing change. I love it. I love it. This is you being the authority in your life. And Page of Cups, an opportunity comes out of the blue. I like that. Again, not rushing it. Big message there. All right, let's get Psychic Tarot for the heart. Oh my God, I'm cooking my dinner. It's in the oven. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. It's like that, did you ever see on TikTok, like one pan recipes? So it's like one pan stir fry. It's so good. So good. All right, now, yeah, look at that. We got the strength card out again, Leo. I love that. Sadness and isolation. You got to confront that. So it's releasing something this weekend with the full moon. Yeah, solar plexus energy. I am worthy. I am strong enough. I am golden. I am confident. That is Leo energy. That's sun energy right below the breastbone. And the strength card, like it was at the bottom of the deck. What are you in control of? Wait. But take care of some business here. That really boosts your confidence. Going forward boldly, and the opportunity comes when we release the control of maybe outcomes or anything. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Unbelievable healing. Wounds, improving, mending, and progress. Maybe do some crystal healing. Working with those frequencies. Wow. Wow. Let's get romance angels. Maybe you're healing a relationship at this time. You deserve love. You are lovable. You are, Leo. We are just so fucking lovable. There's so much love to go around. No one misses out, right? And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Shine. Solar plexus. I've got this. Being playful. That's what Leos do. We're playful. We're a good time. Just ask us. All right. Let's get what's the vibe. So this is good. This is, again, going with the flow and not trying to control it. That's exactly what this is all about. So maybe you meet somebody this weekend and you want to go heads right into it, running, escape, denial, excuses. Okay. Again, we're also confronting this stuff and healing this. So again, the full moon is showing us exactly what we need to work on, and how we view love in the world around us and how we attract it. All right, Leo, let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. So no more running. You might be doing some traveling this weekend. Yeah, look at this. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Okay. That's a clear message for Leos. Hold up. Hold up, Leo, because Mercury's going retrograde Sunday. So just be aware of that. So zip. But I'm going to tell you something. In the meantime, confront these control issues and all of that and just let it go. You know what I mean? Release. Do that meditation that I had for everybody on Thursday to release. Go back and watch that, okay? And watch your full moon reading too for the elements. All right, Leo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you liked this one. Again, we're going to change it up once in a while, especially when I was prompted to, seeing the astrology and feeling all of this out. I'm like, yeah, this is a love weekend. There's something in the air, and I hope everybody catches it. It's the love bug. Oh, the love bug will get you, so you better watch out. All right, let's see who's next. And it's Virgo. Virgo, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful asses on the board. There you go. Let's get a love message for you. Yes. Ooh. I'm liking that. Loving that, Virgo. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Wow. That may be a very specific message for some of y'all, and I'm glad that it was able to come through. I want you to pay attention to that, okay? Maybe you're experiencing some space. Maybe you have lost somebody close to you, There's that message. Even though you guys are physically apart, spiritually you're always united. And love transcends space and time. Right. Beautiful message for the weekend. This full moon is happening in your 9th house. So again, lots of spiritual stuff. 9th house can change the way that you look at things. Could be doing some traveling this weekend, especially with two friends or with friends. With the 3 of Cups there, you could be going to a celebration. You could be a little worried this weekend, but you know what? You deserve it. Everything in due time. So maybe you're trying to get everything done, you know what I mean, this weekend, but all in due time. Again, kind of go with the flow. Don't worry about it. It'll work itself out, okay? I want you to really understand that. Maybe you're putting a lot of pressure on, oh my God, I got this to do. You got it. You got it, This energy's got you a little loopy, because Sunday, your ruler, Mercury, is going to be going retrograde for 3 weeks. So again, maybe this is a good time to kind of make a list of things that you need to get done. Okay. Maybe you're worried about not being able to spend time with your loved one, but things will work out. You got to make time. Yeah. Refusing to see your darkest fears are kind of coming up to the forefront with this. And with the full moon, it's, again, time to release those. And it leaves you with a new vitality. This is the Ace of Wands. This is great energy. Again, so maybe it was just a rough week, Virgo, and now it's time to unload the balance so you can get your spark back. All right? So let's look at the love oracle. Let's see what we got for you. Let's see, what do we got? Legal matters for some of you. Justice, divorce, balance, judgment. Maybe that's what's going on. You're finally settling these situations. Signs and synchronicities. Coincidence, signal, hint, message from the universe. Pay attention. Maybe you're refusing to see signs and synchronicities. Things are lining up and you're not even paying attention to it. You're too worried. Worry is a useless emotion. Let's not use it. Let's Look at romance angel. Jesus, couldn't even say it. Oh, wow. Yeah, especially for this full moon energy for this weekend. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You're refusing to see that. Very specific, Virgo. And it's safe for you to love. Yes, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. The message is for you, Virgo, it's time. It's time. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Yeah, so you're refusing to see, Virgo. I'm telling you. But when you look, you're never going to forget it. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. And that's what this weekend is about, success. Really, things working out well. Once we eliminate the worry. Because that worry, Jesus. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Virgo. What is the closing message for this weekend? There it is. Wow, everybody's getting this. Yeah, Mercury retrograde definitely showing through. Whatever you were thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Again, wait for the signs and synchronicities. I'm telling you, that's going to line up. Pay attention to 222. You see that? All right, Virgo. Damn. Pay attention. Be hopeful. But there's a lot of messages here. And that's because Mercury's going retrograde on Sunday. But there's a lot of messages here that say, wait. I think like 4 other signs got that same message. Okay? So, and time apart, I think things will be coming together for you too, Virgo. With family and friends are the ones that you love. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, you want the full skinny from Wednesday to Tuesday. That's on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Does anybody say skinny anymore? And yeah, thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I hope you have a great, lovely weekend. And we got one left. Oh, Pisces. Last but not least. Pisces, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Let's take Virgo off and put Pisces on the board. Last but not least, thank you so much for being here. So, here's your love oracle message. Look at that beautiful energy. All right. Welcome, Pisces. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. All right. Wow. That's the message for you. Great way to start off. Okay. Now, Pisces, this full moon is happening in your 3rd house of communication. Mercury's going retrograde on Sunday. It's going to be very volatile energy, you know, to say the least. The full moon's always extra. Taurus is stubborn energy, fixed energy. Venus is moving into to Scorpio right after the full moon on Thursday. And then Friday, Uranus moves into Taurus. I mean, it's just very, you know, it's... Aye. So just be aware of that. Okay. What do we have? Yeah. Whew. All right. Death and rebirth. Trust your intuition on what's going on next. You know, go with the flow this weekend. It's an end to old things, you know. Getting that passion back. Taking your time. Something you've been waiting for. Yeah, this is great. 4 of Wands, celebrating at home. You know, maybe this is just what you're looking for, but this is great energy. I love the change here. I love not, you know, doing old patterns of things, but this weekend looks celebratory. Like you're getting a little bit of everything done this weekend, you know, to satisfy that itch. All right. But the Four of Wands always is like harmony. Three of Wands is, yeah, something, the timing is right. You know, the Temperance card is also timing is right, divine timing. So, I mean, the time is right to just boogie down at home, you know. All right, let's see. What do we have from the Psychic Tarot? Yeah, there's a big thing about trusting. Yeah, look, the trust. Allowing the universe to guide you. Trusting what's going on this weekend. Going with the flow, definitely. Moving on and shining. Shining as bright as the sun. Oh my God, my dinner smells so goddamn good. Wonderful. Can't wait to have that. Very grateful. Look at this. This is great. This is great. Celebratory energy because you're moving on. You're going with the flow. You're not being foolish, you know? Let's get the Love Oracle. Just beaming energy here, you know? Could be at a crossroads. Choice, multiple options, turning point, being indecisive. It's an end to that. It's trusting the universe and allowing that to flow to you, and it'll be happier. You'll be happier because of it. All right, let's get some romance angels. Let's see, what else? So a lot of you Pisces are just at a crossroads to move forward, to move on. That's good. You know, that brings new beginnings. It's all on how you look at it. Yeah, look. Big message this weekend is trust. That's twice. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Big time. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Right. Nobody loves, you know, Debbie Downer. Womp, womp. You know, so we don't want that. Yeah, no one likes a Debbie Downer. Let's get what's the vibe. Trust. Twice here. That's good. Trust the universe. All right. Let's... Ooh. Okay. Time. Procrastination. Being too busy and delays. Yeah. Now you're at a crossroads. And it's a glow up. It's time for a glow up. New opportunities, new career, and successful business. Maybe coming into something this weekend. You know, again, this week, this whole week and this weekend, the energy is popping off. Lightning could strike. And that's a good thing. All right? Let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. So this is a great weekend, you know, when you trust the plan. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. Interesting. You think someone is lying. They are. So trust that inner voice. For some of you, I'm just going to tiptoe away from this one. Okay? And you go ahead and deal with that and how you need to deal with it. But however, you have to understand the message that came out first. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So, don't fear. Open up to it. You know, trust the universe has your back. It always does. And when we lose that trust, well, we lose the plot. But this is great celebratory energy. You know what I mean? That's Four of Wands is great. So embrace that this weekend, Pisces. Okay, everybody, that is going to conclude. Let's take Pisces off the board. That's going to conclude this freaking weekend for everybody. Again, watch your weekly. Go back and watch that because we go over all this energy. And it's something that we need to pay attention to and something that we can navigate, of course. But I really wanted everyone to focus on love this weekend. Getting some, opening up to some, releasing some, feeling some. You know what I mean? Some. Get out and get some, everybody. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you when I see you.